everyone, it's Brent with BC Doves, back to bring you folks another hopefully watchable video. So I'm bringing some new vinyls that I picked up today. Sorry the video's going to be posted so late. It's been quite a day today. It's the first chance I had to get out here and do it. First chance I had to get out here to the man cave. I got my two window albums up here in the window. The first one to comment on what these albums are correctly, I will pin your comment up top. And man, I'm excited to bring you this video. Listen, if you like this content, please smash the like button. If you feel so inclined, subscribe to the channel and turn those bell notifications on. We post a new video 2 to 3 times a week. And if you have those bell notifications on, you'll be sure not to miss any post that we post. I am excited to bring this video. I fell into finding out about another band. I can't believe I haven't ever heard of this band. I was at my local record store. When was I there? Friday. I was there on Friday, and I was thumbing through some records and pretty much I pretty much had like cleaned this place out from stuff that I wanted, or so I thought. And the lady, like, I didn't know that owns a record store, about once a month she goes to a warehouse and she brings in some bins and that she doesn't clean or anything like that, and you can get like 5 for $20. And man, did I find some gems inside those bins. And the band that I want to talk about today is Wishbone Ash. I never heard about this band. I love guitar rock. Guitar rock's one of my favorite things to listen to. If you got a good guitarist in your band with some good vocals, I'm down. I'm down with that. And Wishbone Ash is a band that I just discovered, like I said, on Friday. I was listening to their album before I started the video. It's fantastic. Decided to do a little bit of deep dive on these guys, and man, what I found out was simply amazing. So if you never heard of Wishbone Ash, let me give the community a little bit of a backstory, or as much as I know as of right now. So they were created in 1969. They came from the fires of another 3-man band, 3 that dissolved. I think 2 of the members left that band and created Wishbone Ash in Britain in 1969. And they have 2 guitarists in this band that are both either can play lead or can play rhythm, and those guys' names are Andy Powell and Ted Turner. They have been compared to Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck of the early Yardbirds. They were named 2 of the top 10 most important guitarists in rock and roll history by Traffic Magazine in 1989, and I just can't believe that I've never heard of these guys. Andy Powell and Ted Turner. I kind of pride myself on knowing my music. I never heard of these guys before, but they've influenced bands like the Eagles, Priest, Iron Maiden, Opeth, Overkill, Metallica, Dream Theater, Iron Maiden, Van Halen, the Eagles, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Some of my influences in music, these guys influence, and man, it's just been such a blessing to find these guys. I don't know if some of their best work was from 1969 through like 1980 or whatever. I did, by doing some research, realize that they have 24 total studio albums, which is a lot. But also reading about the band, their original lineup only lasted about 10 years. There's only one remaining member of the band as of right now. I can't recall who the name is of that one remaining member. But I want to talk about 2 of the albums that I picked up today, which are some of their earliest works, and I think I would love to get their first 5 albums with their original members of the band, because of what I've heard so far. I really enjoy that music. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of albums that I picked up. This is Wishbone Ash, self-titled. This is their first release. This came out in 1970. It is killer. I've been listening to it ever since I got it to the house. It is a killer album. If you like guitar rock and just great melodies and like dueling guitars and melodies, I guess would be the word. If you've never heard of this album, Wishbone Ash, self-titled, do yourself a favor, give it a listen wherever you get your music. Go out and get the record if you can find it. I can't believe I was able to pick this up for $5. It's not even in bad shape. I mean, this is a VG copy of this album, and I got it for $5. I don't know if she didn't know what she had, or if that's just what these albums sell for. I don't know enough about Wishbone Ash to say that they mass produce these records or what, or if they were short released or what. But I know this was a major release on Decca. It's the back of the album here. And we'll take a look at it. It's just killer, man. If you like guitar rock, hard rock, blues rock, this is it. I actually don't have the album in here because I'm listening to it on the turntable right now. But yeah, that's Wishbone Ash. That's their first album. She had 2 of them in her 5 for 20 bins. So I picked up 2. This is their 3rd release, or their 4th release, I'm sorry, Wishbone 4. This came out in 1973. There's this record. And we can take a look at this record because I have this. Obviously, I have this one in here. I don't have this on the turntable. I need to get a sleeve for this. This is on MCA. So, Decca was a good label, but I think MCA was a bigger label at the time. So it looks like they got on a little bit bigger of a label. I think this has the inner, the inner liner notes. There's the guys right there. There's the 2 guitars that I'm talking about. Just killer. I mean, shredders, man. Just absolute shredders. Do yourself a favor, and a lot of you in the community that watch my channel may have heard of Wishbone Ash. I've just been living under a rock and haven't heard of them. I do like to research bands that Metallica was influenced by, because Metallica's my favorite band, and then go back and give those guys a listen. But for whatever reason, Wishbone Ash wasn't in anything that I read, but I did read today in an article that they did influence Metallica. And man, it's just killer music all the way around. I listened to both sides of the first album. I didn't find a bad song on there. And when I was there, the reason I picked these albums up is because I've told you guys many times before, when I'm at the record store, if an album cover catches my eye or a band name that I never heard of before, I'll stream a couple of songs, or I'll pull up the album on YouTube, set my phone off to the side on a stack of records while I'm continuing to thumb through, and give it a listen, like in the background, and I'll decide whether or not it's for me. And that album was for me, so I looked through some more, and there was another one, so I grabbed it up. Got 2 of them. Like I said, I'm going to try to get their first 5 that they came out with, and have all those. I'm going to stream some of their later date stuff and see if it's something I may be interested in. But I know with those 2 original guitarists, which is Andy Powell and Ted Turner, I want to listen to anything that those 2 guys are featured on before the band disbanded, quote unquote. But anyway, that's Wishbone Ash. I got some few records. I hope I enlightened some people on them, and I hope some people will go check them out because they're super, super good, super killer. Got some other records here to show you guys. And I did pick up another, stick around to the end of the video because I did pick up another killer record I want to show you guys. This is Dixie Dregs. Pick this one up. I do like Dixie Dregs. They're an instrumental band. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it right there. No vocalist. You have Steve Moore on guitar, Andy West on bass, Alan Sloan on strings, Mark Parrish on the keyboards, and Rod Morgenstein on percussion. So I have another Dixie Dregs album that is just all instrumental, and it's just killer. So when I saw this one today, I thought I'd pick it up, and the price was right, so I grabbed it. And this one does have, it's a Super VG, does have the original dust cover, so to speak. Needed some Elton John in my collection. I do like Elton John, some of his earlier stuff. So I had a couple albums in there, so I picked those up. This is Caribou, Elton John Caribou, which has, The Bee Is Back and Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, which are 2 killer tunes. So I picked this up. Really good shape. Spine's nice and good. Has the original inner sleeve. And there's the record. Also on MCA. Not the biggest Elton John fan in the world, but I do like some of his stuff, and I don't have any in my collection. So, you know, if I'm feeling like hearing a little Elton John, I want to be able to reach out and grab it, you know, and let it spin. So I got some, so I'm happy about that. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think of Elton John? I mean, you know, he's one of the biggest icons in rock and roll music, so you got to have some of them. I could give or take a lot of his stuff, but there's some things I could pick and choose out from him that I really do enjoy. Yellow Brick Road is probably his best album. I haven't seen a copy out in the wild yet. That was a fair enough price for me to pick up. And when I do see one, I will grab it and bring it to you folks. This is a really early album from Elton John. I think this came out in, let me see if I can find it, 1975. This is 1975. Elton John Rocked the Westies. Show you guys this. But yeah, Elton John Rocked the Westies. Same thing. This has the music liner and the inner sleeve. I wonder if this was on MCA as well, just out of curiosity. Yeah. Kind of interesting label there. Also on MCA. So yeah, man, nothing too exciting there. Just a couple Elton John records. I was mostly excited to bring you guys the Wishbone Ash, because that's what I want this community to be—a community of people that either old heads that are discovering old music they never heard before, or new heads that are discovering old music they never heard before, or old heads discovering new heads music. Just anything in the rock community. That's what I want to focus on, and that's what I want to have discussions back and forth on. Because, hey, man, I'm always seeking out new music and advice for good music that I haven't never heard before. I mean, I've heard a lot. I had a commenter in a video the other day, because I made some comment that nobody's making really any really good music anymore. And he posted in a comment about a band out of Australia. And sure enough, he was right. I listened to the band, and it was good. So that was the kind of interaction I'm looking for. He left a comment based upon, you know, something that I brought up in the video. Turned me on to some new music. Can't wait to get that artist's, one of those artists' albums. Next up, this was sitting there. Paid a pretty good penny for this. But this is a 1982 reissue from a 1980, I think 81 album. Oh, actually, no. The album came out in 82, but it's an 82 reissue, I believe. And this is none other than Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love. And this is an original and just stellar condition. There is a crease right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a crease running right here. But other than that, spine is super smooth. It's in really great shape. I'm assuming that this is the original liner from Elektra. It's got a filler on it that I didn't see. Well, that's disappointing. I don't know if you guys can make it out. Right there. There's a daggum filler on there, and I didn't see it when I bought the record. And that's a shame on me, because I paid a good penny for this record. Other than that, the record's in really good shape, except for that one filler. Dang it. Well, and it runs this way. So it runs across 2 songs. Dang. So 2 songs are going to have a skip in there. Dadgummit, that's disappointing. Sorry, folks. Sorry to bring the enthusiasm down there. But anyhow, I don't have any Motley Crue in my collection. I do like Motley Crue. Add to my hair metal. collection that I got going right now with the Freely's Comet and the Rat and the Poison. I got a couple other hair metal bands too that I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But that's really it, guys. Sorry for shaking the camera. I just want to grab these two albums one more time. Wishbone Ash. If you haven't heard them, go check them out. If you like hard rock, if you like guitar rock, if you like melody in your music, and just some great lyrical content, give Wishbone Ash's earlier albums a shot. Stream them on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your music. I don't know if they're on Apple Music or not. And do yourself a favor. If you're old like me and you've never heard of them before, be like listen to a new band for the very first time. And that's what I really like. When I put this on, I was like, man, this is really good. So it was like hearing a brand new band that I really enjoyed. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. Please leave a comment down below. What are some bands that you're seeking out in the wild to find? What is an old band that's new to you that you just recently discovered? Or what is a new band if you're an old fella that you just or a gal that you just recently discovered? Leave a comment down in the comment section below and let me know. If you guys have any recommendations or you have any more information on Wishbone Ash or which Wishbone Ash album is their best in your opinion, please leave down in the comment below and I'll be certain to go out and pick that up. Until next time, we'll see you later.